As a car enthusiast, I think many would agree that maintenance is an integral part of the life of your vehicle. Changing your fluids regularly after a certain amount of miles or a certain amount of time. It's a small task that ideally keep a large investment running and operating the way it should for as long as you own it. And I know there is a lot to remember when owning a vehicle. You have engine oil changes, transmission flushes, coolant flushes, diff fluid, brakes, you name it. The list goes on. But what helps me remember is just having everything listed down on my notes. Whenever I change or replace something, it gives me a physical list of things that have been done and the time, date, and mileage that I did it. Which brings me to the small things that usually get overlooked until it's too late. For example, your headlights and taillight bulbs. Just like anything else, you wouldn't want that to fail you at the worst time possible, so changing them out regularly can help avoid that. So I want to thank hawkglow.com for sending me their LED bulbs to replace on my W205, which we'll be installing in this video. These LED bulbs are H7, which is my low beam on the Mercedes. I went with color temperature 6500 Kelvin, so which is it's like a clean white color. I don't like the blue tints or down to the like yellow halogen, so 6500 is kind of like my sweet spot. They claim that the operating life on this is about 30,000 hours, so that should last quite some time before the next replacement. Hawkglow.com also sent me their 360 LED lighting headlights, which is also H7, but the output on the ones we're installing are a little bit higher. I do want to use this in a future application. I think it looks kind of cool. It's kind of curious on how this would look, but maybe in a future video. Before we get started, I want to give a huge shout out to Hawk Glow. They sent me these headlight bulbs for the replacement on my W205, so I can show you guys how to do that and upgrade the lighting system. They also provided me a discount code for you guys, so if you'd like to get a set of headlights for yourself, I'll leave the link in my description, and then also I'll leave it up here somewhere as far as what the code is. But yeah, let's get this started. We've got some nice weather out and a little break from some rain in the last couple days, which prompted me to get this done. Luckily, it's pretty easy on this car. It's right behind the fender well. So we're gonna go ahead and lift the car up, and that way I can take off the wheels. You might be able to do this without lifting the car up, possibly just by turning your wheels. But for the sake of this video and getting the maximum amount of space to show you guys how to do this, I'm just gonna lift up the front end. So before I lift up the car to get the old headlight bulbs out, I want to show you guys what it looks like. I do have some old LEDs that I installed almost 5 years ago, so they may last longer, but might as well just replace them. It is harder to see this because, you know, it's broad daylight, but just to give you guys an idea, I'm gonna turn on my lights here. And that's what they look like currently. Again, it's gonna be kind of hard to see during the day, but just to give you guys an idea. Make sure when you do jack up your car that you do have a jack stand, just for safety measures in case the jack were to fail. And also I showed you guys where one of the jack points are, and it is basically in the center, right underneath the core support, where you can jack safely from. I always use like a hockey puck just so that way it has a pad on it already, but I always use a hockey puck just for it doesn't mar anything or get anything all messed up. But behind the wheel, now that the actual wheel is off, you'll see the basically the cover on the fender liner, and all you gotta do is turn these all the way, and it will, oh, I think it'll let you, yeah. There we go. Basically these just come off of the fender liner. Kind of hard to do with one hand, but there we go. So now with that cover off, it'll expose the backside of your headlight, and then you have easy access to your high beam, low beam. I don't know if that is your turns, but yeah, so now you have access to that. And if we look at the outermost headlight bulb, that is your low beam, and then the innermost over here is the high beam. So right now we're just replacing the low beam. We'll just turn this, and you should see my old headlight right here. We'll take that out, and be careful when you do this if you've ran your headlight like for a long period of time, because this can be hot. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this out. All right, so I got my old headlight bulb out. To remove it, all you need to do is twist it counterclockwise, and then it'll just pop right out. And then obviously when you get the new one in, you just twist it clockwise. This is probably the trickiest part of your headlight install, is this retaining clip right here. So normally on a standard bulb, you won't have this big fan behind your bulb. So you can't necessarily slip this right behind here. This is normally where it would go. You'd slip it right behind your normal bulb, and then this would sandwich basically the plate just like this in here. But you can't necessarily just slide that back there, because again, you have a fan there. So you'll have to remove the mounting plate, and then this will actually slide on here. So this will be sandwiched onto here like so, and then this guy onto here. So let me, just like that, and I'll actually show it to you once it's on. You have your mounting plate kind of pressed up on the back side of there, and this is ready to go. When you put this back into your headlight assembly, you want your LEDs on the left and right side, so you want it facing like this, not up and down, or else your beam will be kind of all weird. So again, when you put it in, if you're facing it directly, you want the LEDs on the left and the right side of the housing that it sits in. Alright, and once you get the whole assembly in there, you basically just find where it sits flush, and then you have to twist it clockwise to get it to sit in the mounts. And just make sure you do that correctly, because then you don't want your headlight, your bulb just kind of dangling just because it wasn't secured. So we're going to go ahead and test it first before covering everything back up. And yeah, we'll see how it looks. Alright, so I'm actually surprised, because now it's hard to tell obviously the difference, but you can, in real life, you can tell that the new ones are a little bit brighter. I'm very surprised, because I had LEDs previously, as you saw, and I didn't think that it would be that much of a difference, but you can actually tell this is a little bit brighter. And what's crazy, the reason why I'm so surprised, is the one that I did have before, if you look, the unit is a little bit larger, and it even has like this little ballast pack that you gotta kind of plug in there. So the fact that the new ones did not have that, and they just directly plug in that way, and they're a lot more compact. If you look, it's a lot smaller than this big thing. The fact that the light output is close to the same or even better is surprising to me. So that's That's awesome. They did not pay me to say that. So again, these are also the LEDs that I have currently in here, about 5-6 years old. So I'm sure the technology's gotten a lot better. And with the headlights that they sent me, you can definitely tell they're more compact, and I'm pretty sure the power draw is also going to be a lot less. I'm just guessing, just speculating, just because of the way that there's no ballast and whatnot. So, but yeah, I'm happy. Let's get the other side on, and we should be good to go. All right, so I'm not gonna lie, the headlight bulb retaining clips, they are a pain. So take your time when installing them, and just make sure they are secure, because worst case scenario, you're driving and it just falls out of place in there. So you don't want that. Just make sure everything's good before buttoning it up. And yeah, hopefully that helps you guys out with installing your own bulbs in your W205. Huge shout out again to Hawk Glow for sending me these headlight bulbs. Appreciate it. And like I said, I'll make sure I'll leave my my promo code down below with their link. So as always, thank you so much for watching. If you benefited from this video at all, feel free to give me a thumbs up. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video.
And this Christmas